Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Prophetic Recovery, tips and tricks from the life of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, from the authentic Hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that perhaps if we use them today, they will result in a life full of sobriety, life full of purity, and life that we've been always dreaming of, a life of a true believers. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Iyyakum wad-dukhula ala nisa." Beware and avoid going in where women are. So if you, for example, you are at home and some of your sister's friends arrived, then if you're a man, avoid that completely. And the hadith can be reversed, by the way, because the result will be the same. Attractions, temptations will be there. So for women, avoid entering or going in where men are, and that will result in us not seeing anything that may attract our attention unnecessarily. And subhanallah al-azim, the companions who heard the Prophet ﷺ saying that, they asked him further. They said, "Ya Rasulullah, ara'ayta al-hammu?" They said, "Ya Rasulullah, how about relatives of women's husband?" And again, reverse it all the time so that you understand that it actually indicates the fact that women and men, they shouldn't be in the same place unnecessarily. I'm not saying that we should block ourselves from interacting, but when there is no necessity, avoid it completely, because the outcome will be attraction, the outcome will be temptations, and that may lead to a lot of addictive behaviors later on in life. And the Prophet ﷺ response was a little bit harsh. He said, women's relatives is death, subhanallah al-azim, indicating that the temptations even is sometimes more harsher when you meet relatives of your husbands from the females or from the male gender. The terminology death indicates strong prohibition. So when you are visiting relatives, try to avoid sitting with females, sitting with males unnecessarily. Cousins, sometimes, I teach in a school, and sometimes I talk to my students and they say, brothers, we grew up together, our cousins, males and females, they sit together, they don't wear hijab, sometimes they hug, they kiss on the cheek during greetings and so on. All these things are very strong prohibition and may lead to a lot of fantasy in one's brain, which could lead to pornography addiction and many other undesirable activities. Stick to what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned and you will be safe. Thank you so much for watching Prophetic Recovery. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.